Blood is a vital part of the circulatory system. It's constantly being pumped out by the heart, traveling through blood vessels to other organs of the body, and then returning to the heart. Time to find out just what it's made of. Blood is a tissue. It's a group of similar cells which work together to perform a specific function. The function of the blood is to transport substances around the body. It is made up of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, which are all suspended in a liquid called plasma. The job of red blood cells is to transport oxygen around the body. They have a biconcave shape to give them a large surface area for absorbing oxygen, and they contain a red pigment called hemoglobin which carries the oxygen. Biconcave means it looks like it's been squashed in the middle on both sides, like a donut that hasn't quite got a hole. Red blood cells are different from most types of animal cells because they don't have a nucleus. This allows more room for the hemoglobin, which means they can carry more oxygen. All body cells need oxygen for respiration, a process which releases energy. Oxygen enters the lungs when you breathe in. Then red blood cells transport the oxygen from the lungs to all the cells in the body. In the lungs, oxygen diffuses into the blood. The oxygen combines with the hemoglobin in the red blood cells to become oxyhemoglobin. In body tissues, the reverse happens. Oxyhemoglobin splits up into hemoglobin and oxygen to release oxygen to the cells. There are different types of white blood cell, but they all have the same function. They defend against microorganisms that cause disease. They can do this in different ways. They can engulf unwelcome microorganisms in a process called phagocytosis and digest them. They can produce antibodies to fight microorganisms. They can produce antitoxins to neutralize any toxin produced by the microorganism. Unlike red blood cells, white blood cells do have a nucleus. Platelets are small fragments or pieces of cell. They have no nucleus. They help the blood to clump together at a wound. This seals the wound and stops you from losing too much blood. It also stops microorganisms from getting into the wound. A lack of platelets can cause excessive bleeding and bruising. Plasma is a pale straw-colored liquid which carries just about everything in blood. It carries red and white blood cells and platelets. Nutrients like glucose and amino acids. These are the soluble products of digestion, which are absorbed from the small intestines and taken to the cells of the body. Carbon dioxide from the organs to the lungs. Urea from the liver to the kidneys. Hormones, proteins, antibodies, and antitoxins produced by the white blood cells. Now you've watched this video, remember to go back to Google Classroom and answer the question about the video.